I think number one, it's literally our job. I mean, to provide oversight, it's in the Constitution. It shouldn't be hard to get my peers on any of these committees to actually do oversight as just a measure of self-respect of like, the jobs that we hold as senators and what our founders designed our system to do. That's number one. Number two, certainly hearings bring attention to issues. And I think, think about the hearings with RFK. For many folks back home, they'll see a snippet of that on the local news. Maybe they'll see it on their news app in a way that just doesn't break through when you don't have kind of the galvanizing moment of the hearing. But then I think it's also just in its best moments, hearings, whether public or private, are helping senators think about the right way forward, again, not just for any one president, but for the country. And I think this issue in particular is one of the what I call sort of strategic and irreversible problems that once we kind of break the seal and start sending uniform military in all the time, declaring emergencies all the time, it becomes habit. We break down this norm that we've had since our founding that uniform military in our streets are not something we want to see. That might be common in other countries. We don't want it here. It also, I think taints the institution that I really love, right? The uniform military does incredible things to keep this country safe. I don't want 16-year-old kids in Washington, D.C. being scared of people in uniform, right? I
Right.
don't want them to learn that lesson. And I come from Michigan. And I cannot tell you how the legacy of 1967 and National Guardsmen coming in during our riots, our very violent riots, and making it worse because they weren't trained. They didn't
Right.
have law enforcement tactics. They didn't know how to de escalate. It made it worse. And people in Detroit still talk about it. Still. So I don't want that for a million reasons. So, for all of that, that is why we should be doing the bare minimum and having hearings on this. And the Armed Services Committee is usually very bipartisan, even with everything going on.
Mhm.
We have an NDAA draft right now that's like very bipartisan. But we also have to do what's right for the country. And I think this is a bare minimum requirement.